Hey my peoples, welcome to or welcome back to my channel of Face by Trevi, and that's me. Please subscribe if you're not. But today we're going to be getting into the third dance of my senior dance concert that I choreographed back in March of 2021. It's all about my dad's life, who sadly passed away back in 2020 from COVID. But this dance is called Youthful Love Challenge. If you have not seen the first two, they'll be linked down below. If you have, I hope you like them. If you like this makeup look, give me a thumbs up. I know it needs a lash, but it wasn't working today. What can I say? This dance sure did give me a challenge because I changed it about 3-4 times. Like the choreography, I always had the same basis of what it was supposed to be. And I think the dancers really came through for me because they had 2 days to get together before it was stage time after I changed it 17 times. But it was really good dance. And like I said, it's Youthful Love Challenge. And I'll explain it once I play it for you once. And then I'll put a timestamp here. And I'll watch it again with all of you. And then I'll talk through what happened backstage, some of my choreographic process, what I thought about it in the end, what could have went better on stage. But let's get into the video.
Shadows settle on the place that you left. Our minds are troubled by the emptiness. Destroy the middle, it's a waste of time. From the perfect start to the finish line. And if you're still breathing, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us are heaving through corrupted lungs, setting fire to our insides for fun, collecting names of the lovers that went wrong, the lovers that went wrong. Chasing visions of our futures. One day we'll reveal the truth, that one will die before he gets there. And if you're still bleeding, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of our feelings, they are dead and they are gone. We're setting fire to our insides for fun, collecting pictures from a flood that wrecked our home. It was a flood that wrecked this. And you caused lucky one. 'Cause most of us are bitter over someone, setting fire to our insides for fun, to distract our hearts from every missing love.
So, like I said, this dance was called Youthful Love Challenge. For me, this was my perspective of my dad's life. I have a few siblings, and I believe most of all of us have different moms. But this was kind of like my take on a relationship of young people, working out together, um, and dealing with their challenges and seeing how they can deal with each other until it just does not work out in the end, but something beautiful in the process was made, which was this dance. But let's get into it. This is my laptop. I'm gonna get into it and watch it with you, and let's see what happened. Like I said, I changed this dance about 7 times. I like 7 times because COVID restrictions. They couldn't touch. They had to stay 6 feet apart at all times. So I kind of broke that one sometimes. A 6 feet rule, but it came out to be a really good dance, and I kind of pushed these two dancers pretty hard because they're both really good in different ways. It was kind of hard to mesh them both together for what I was looking for emotion wise, but I feel like they presented as good as they could on stage and kind of pulled through a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. No shade. Like I said, 2 days, but it was a really good dance. I really loved it. It actually was also one of my. They're all my favorites, but it was also one of my favorites because I did have such an intent for this one. I always wanted to do a male female duet with some type of undertone like this because my first dance that was for a part of someone else's senior show when I was a freshman in college was a boy girl duet about a relationship. It was very beautiful. So since then, I've kind of been wanting to choreograph one. This was my chance, but this one, let's get into what I think about it. So let's start. Oh, lights come up, and there's okay, walking. See, my dance professor knew I did not like walking. Like, I was always not a fan of walking in dance, just from like my pre-perspective before learning a little bit more about dance. Yeah, it was just not my thing. But I wanted to add some of that. I really wanted to show that I learned, I listened, I took different aspects and see how I can combine them for my liking. She is so flexible. She's amazing. I love her. Her name's Michaela, and this is Caleb. He's he has some strong ballet technique, I would say. Of course, they both need work. They are just new into dance, kind of college-wise, but they both are very, very good. She won a few awards, I believe, from competition, as well as the nationals with my college dance team, I believe. So from this, you can kind of see their separation, even though it started with a connection of them just walking towards each other in the beginning. This was my favorite part, and it was actually hard to really execute at one point. Right here, it was kind of hard to always get them both aligned. Like in the studio, there was always a line front and back in that part. On stage, they were not, but it was really good. She's an extremely good turner. I did not want that many turns, but I said feel free, as long as you don't fall out of them. This part I really, really liked. It was my favorite part to choreograph, and I like doing it myself. I wish I was the one doing it, but this was a dance I wanted to watch for myself. Plus, I was in dance before this, I would have died. So, here I feel like she should not have flopped down as hard when she went to her back and made her feet a little sloppy. This was an inward turn double into an outward single into a cabriole. And that was really hard for them to achieve in timing together, but I love doing it. Here's more walking. I just really want urgent walking, kind of like an argument, like walking away from what happened. And he's chasing her, like, we're not done here. And they're back in sync, you know. And that middle split, I wish I had. If you listen to a musician, it's like you caused it. So basically about all the pain, you see him in the back kind of dealing with it. She's upside down in this very uncomfortable position because it's the comfortable moment they're having. And they're matching each other. This one, I wish she did not drop her leg on the attitude, but what can I do? I did just have her sitting upside down with her legs over her head, so. She did really good at acting out this part. I put a lot of emotion out of him in this one. He pulled through for me a little bit. He's a very slow person. I want him to be a little bit softer than her.
then you are the lucky one. 'Cause most of us
And you can kind of see, if you look at their individual parts, they're slightly similar. If you kind of look at it, they're reverses of each other. Like, she's down first, he's down last. But they're completely different from different standpoints. You say, I'm done. You saw how he threw them hands. I'm done. He did not do that in rehearsal, but I'm happy he did it on stage. This one, I kind of wanted them blaming each other. It more looked like she was blaming him, and he was just taking the pain. I kind of wanted more of them blaming each other, but it still came together. I think it looks good. You see how the light came in together, and then it separated into the two. It was so powerful for me. I love this dance. It was a really fun one for me to choreograph, because like I said, I changed it like 7 times, and each concept of it I liked. Like I said, it's always had the same basis of what it was supposed to be about, but each concept I had with each different song I changed to, each movement I changed to, I really loved. But this one really stuck for me. Actually, my first dance recital, my junior year of high school, yes, it was my first year dancing in the studio. This was one of the songs in the concert, and I've just listened to it ever since. So I also had a connection to me. But if you can kind of see the connection of a struggling relationship, really trying, that's what I feel like. Since I was probably not born when my parents were doing whatever that made me get here, or any of my other siblings that are a lot older than me, this is what I could feel. This is what I see of that struggling relationship that my dad may have been having throughout his life with these different people that came in our his life and brought great joy, but also probably great pain. So that's what this dance was a lot about. Youthful Love Challenge, as I said. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind because busy life. I'm busy life. This video should have been up last week, and the one last week should have been up the week before. But busy life. I had some good events that I had to go to that meant a lot to me, so I really wanted to be there. And I had a good time. So you still will get to see my dances as they come. Again, if you have not seen Dance 1 and 2, please check down below, subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Follow me on all my social medias at Face by Trevi, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't talk about my no lash eye now.